Seth, you're here so fast. What's going on, man? It's been a while. Long time no see, indeed. Honestly, I was looking forward to doing this, or starting this stream for a long time. But I finally got a chance to do it. It's been a busy July, let's just say, at least so far. But I've reserved the next few weeks. It's gonna be, hopefully myself playing Slash at least for the first 5 days of the reset. So there's gonna be plenty of my streams, I'm gonna say. So yeah, what up? Nothing much. Just, you know, the usual. Just actually prepping for the reset. I thought that I would start it off by trying to just play a bit of single player for fun. You know, just have a little bit of fun because yeah, pretty soon we're gonna be back in the room of the reset, and I figure that until then I need something to do. I've actively been trying to avoid Slash just because I want to play, or I only really want to play. Actually, hold on a second. I actually turned on the map pack. Maybe I should turn it off. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to burn myself out. I think I've brought this up before. There's you know, Slash has been. You can hear me, right? By the way, Seth. You haven't said anything, so I don't know. I don't know if you really just do want to say anything. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Finally. Yeah, okay, you can hear me. Yeah, no, because right now, I just don't want to burn myself out for Slash. That's all I'm trying to get at. Like, I don't want to get burned out of the. I need to actually close this quickly, and I got to turn off the map pack. Pluggy and my map pack don't work very well together for some bizarre ass reason. So, yeah, regarding Slash, I just don't want to like keep playing Slash, and then when the reset shows up, I don't want to be like, oh fuck, I don't feel like playing Slash at all. Yeah, so I'm trying to look out for that possibility, and so I've been avoiding playing Slash, believe it or not. But it's been pretty crazy. I'm honestly so pumped. I still have my build ready. I still haven't disclosed it, but I will be disclosing it very soon, of course, because we're going to be going and grouping up and pushing through the game together, I presume, Seth. I assume that you're still good for that. Who else is here? Is there somebody else who's here that is chatting, or is there somebody lurking? Because yeah, I don't know. I do feel a bit bad though. I had to be completely honest. I don't know if Ruler is here, but I mean, there's been a lot of people this season who are like they were willing to play. What time is the reset? I have a dentist appointment at 8 in the morning. No, I think you should be good, dude. The reset takes place at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Yeah. What the hell? That was weird. Didn't even save the split mail that I saved, and that was the one that probably would have given me the most gold. Anyway, but yeah. So I have a very detailed plan. I wrote out everything that I need to do for this season. You know, Seth, I think I told you about this crazy plan of mine. I told you one of the things that I wanted to do. Actually, I mean, I started the stream because I wanted to talk to some of the people. You, in particular, I wanted to talk to Enjoy It or Maverick. Yeah, I wanted to point out... Wow. That thing's doing some work there. I wanted to point out that... yeah, I decided that for that venture that I was talking about, right? That venture that I was going to do with the keys, or like the keys of hate, terror, destruction, whatever. I'm probably going to try to do that solo. Probably going to try to do that solo just because well, there's a couple of reasons for this. One of the reasons is that, like, I really don't want to put people through... I don't want to put anybody else through having to do those types of runs with me, because that's... You know, it's going to be a pain in the ass and a half. Like, it's actually the most boring shit, running keys, I feel like. That's one of the things. The other thing is also... I feel like... Yeah, I want to actually do all the work myself for this one. I want to see how well or how badly this ends up. I'm gonna amass all the keys that I'm looking for by myself, and then I want to see just how long it takes if I try to solo it. It's going to be one of the stupidest things I think I've ever done in Diablo 2, but hey, you know what? I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, so that's what matters. People are going to be doing all kinds of fancy things. They're going to be doing the usual, and in fact, right now people are still discussing ladder reset changes for SOJs, and I'm having none of this. I decided to abstain from the vote. It's really interesting seeing changes to the declone, the arguments being made from both sides. So, yeah, no, that's basically it. But yeah, Seth, I don't know if you heard, but it's gonna be about 4 in the afternoon. Well, actually, I don't know what time zone you're in. Like, what time is it for you right now? I can do the time zone calculation in my head if you let me know what time zone you're in, and then we can go from there. +3 raised skeleton. This is a piece of shit wand. I should probably go for 5:01. Okay, so yeah, it's 4 p.m. your time. Wow, this has poison overcharge. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah. So it's 4 p.m. your time. At night, not in the morning. Yeah, okay, cool. I would assume as much anyway, I mean, if, yeah. So... I think the real question is how long can you stay up until? Because I don't know how long this run's gonna take. I'm actually gunning for sub 5 this time. It's 5 o'clock right now. I'm gunning for sub 5, or sub 5 hours, for this run, or, well... I mean, this is kind of hopeful, though. I'm gunning for sub 5 hours, but I wouldn't be surprised if it takes longer than that. I have a good feeling about this run that we're going to be doing. Yeah, I know that I think you said that you're going to be rolling, Paladin, right? That's what you had said? I don't remember. And I mean, I'm not trying to pressure you into that. I honestly could care less. Like, you can play whatever class you want. You want to go sword, go play sword. If you want to play assassin or Amazon, it doesn't matter. Like, I think Laws had already asked me if he could play Amazon, and I mean, I told him straight up, yeah, sure, go for it. I mean, I'm assuming as long as he doesn't go spears on, I think we should be fine. So yeah. Stay up until about 10 p.m., but I have siblings like that like to kick me off the piece, so I might not be on time or maybe not play that long. Ah. I see. You're playing Pally. Oh. Pally. That's okay. I got you, dude. I got you. It's okay. You don't need to correct yourself. I mean, I got your back, man. It's all good. But no, really though, regarding the being able to play until 10, but not being able to stick around for the entirety of it, I mean, let's put that on. This should be here. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that, because, like, the thing is, we have a team of 5, we have a team of 7, and I don't know, so, like, if you back out partway through the run, then how is this gonna work? This is one of the things that I was trying to double check up on too. And I mean, it would be great to have you on the team, because 1, you're easy to work with, and 2, you're playing a Paladin, and then if you go Conviction Aura, then it'll help us a lot. Could get on my laptop or at least try to. Yeah, that would probably be good. That would probably be good, as a just in case. 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. is actually perfect, because we start at exactly 4 o'clock. So if as long as we don't take forever, as long as we don't take like 6+ hours getting to Hell Act 5, which it really shouldn't, I think we should be okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. And I'm almost done farming Frigid Highlands here. Trying to get through the Nightmare. So kind of wanted to buff my Poison Nova a bit, see how this would work out for me. And it's looking pretty good so far.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we got Eisenhards. That's pretty good. Well, not really that good. I'm just saying, decent job. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about. I just started this stream. I was expecting people to show up. I wanted to figure out some plans here. I also have something to. I also have to say something. I kind of broke my D2. I can't play with map hack, but I can play normal. Tried to wipe all D2 from my PC so I could play BNet and Slash, but all I did was get stuck in 1.14. Womp womp. I see. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Seth. What is the issue when you try to, I'm just trying to think about this. So, you have 1.14. Here, I kind of want to try something. You said that you... Have you tried, like, moving the game.exe that Slash Diablo provided into your folder? Like, that, like, their version of 1.13. Like, their game exe, it should be there. 92 LOD, I can't delete it either. You don't have to, you can't reinstall and you can't delete it. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's because you don't have admin privileges or something, but, like... There we go. Smoke sphere, long sword, and there we go. Circle it. 10 FCR and 29 poison resistance. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, that's way better than I got. 30 life too. That's amazing. Okay. Anyway, no, sorry. So your version of the game you're saying is 1.14 because you updated it, but you should have a version for 1.13 as well, right? Like, you should have 1.13 somewhere. I'm gonna try to fix everything more and find out what's wrong, because I was going to try and help out with that. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so if I can give you some suggestions that might work out now rather than later, then it's probably better, I would say. But anyway, it's all good. I mean, I trust you to figure it out too, so. Let's see, there you go. So 1 point in Poison Nova. Alright, I think my Poison Nova is strong enough. I can now proceed to start going on to the next area. Dad's on the PC, so he can't do anything right now. Oh, okay, so you're on mobile. That makes sense. Alright, that's cool. That could be it, though. It could be the case where... it could be the case where you just don't have admin privileges, so you can't actually move files around like you're supposed to be able to. I guess it won't let me, eh? I was hoping to get my hands on like a +1 Necromancer skill levels wand or something, but evidently that's not going to be happening. Hell's Forge. I haven't done Hell's Forge. Let's try that. So I'm missing... What am I missing? This is Pluggy. So I'm missing Tal, or I'm missing Ort, Thul, and Amp. Yeah, you know what? I should have just done Hell's Forge ages ago. You could make Bone. Yes, except I don't have a dual in IO. Wouldn't that be fantastic, though? It's a great suggestion. I had that in mind, but...
Impossible.
Obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Honestly surprised they haven't person yet. Oh yes, that Poison Nova is doing some work. I don't know. I'm gonna miss Poison Nova next season though. Man, I don't know. I've been itching to use this build for ages, and I'm gonna use it, but I already know that it's not gonna be the same as not having access to Poison Nova. Like, that's gonna suck. Like, it actually is. Poison Nova has so much AoE. It was glorious. Hey, 13 Cool. Welcome to the stream here. When was the ladder reset? Which ladder reset? The /Diablo ladder reset, or the, are you talking about the /Diablo ladder reset or the BNet ladder reset? Because there is a difference between the two. The BNet ladder reset was mid-June, I think. It was like June 15 or some shit. And /Diablo, which is the private server that I will be playing on, has a reset also going on in 2 days. 2 nights from now. 4 p.m. Oh shit, I'm actually about to die. Oh yeah, I love that poison. Can't wait to get my hands on Spirit. BNet, okay, well, yeah, that was a while ago. That was... Yeah, it was 4 p.m. Oh, NVM then. No, that's correct. That's correct. That's the correct time. But I'm gonna be honest. Hi, T2. Hey! Be like LeBron. Nice to have you here with us. Actually, it's funny that you should ask. I was just talking about this, that indeed I'm not going to be... Well, I said I wasn't going to be playing as a Poison Master, but I guess I can at least spill the deets on that. I will be not playing a Necro next season. I'm going to be playing a different character class. I don't want to reveal which one yet, because it's going to be my own personal big surprise. I've been looking forward to trying out this build for almost 5 months now. Like, it should honestly be a fucking crime to make somebody wait this long for a ladder reset. But anyway, having said that, yeah, 13 Cool. Oh fuck, it's an Eldring, not a Thulin. Yeah, so you did kind of miss out on the reset. You could get started now. A lot of people will tell you that the season's still fresh. You can, you know, there's no real bad time to start. Personally, I'm gonna be straight up with you, dude. Like, I am a little bit pissed off with the ladder reset already. I stopped playing after pretty much like most of the games in Chaos were like bots. And you can go check this out for yourself. Like, there's a lot of bot games that are going on, which, yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of player you are. I mean, if you like having bots around that can do leveling for you, that's perfectly fine. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's terrible. Like, shame on you. But for me personally, when I saw that like the ladder is kind of dominated right now by bots, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay away from that. Like, I'm actually a bit chapped because I started off this season, okay? I got a Sur rune from Pitts and a Jaw rune from Trav within about 5 hours from one another, alright? That was honestly such insane fucking luck, and I was so proud because, like, those were self-earned. Like, I had actually earned my way there, and then, like, lo and behold, you get some people who are already running, like, they're running bots 24/7. They have level 97 characters, and, you know, like, they have 4 of them too. Like, you go into any Chaos run and there's 4 characters just, you know, teleporting around. Like, 2 of them are Hammertons, one's like a Sork or some shit, one's an I don't fucking know. It doesn't even matter. It's just disappointing. I feel like this reset, like, joining it on BNet was a sad reminder of why it failed. or why it failed to captivate my interest in the first place. In the meantime, there is something called the Slash Diablo ladder reset. I do definitely recommend taking a look at that. It is going to be taking place in 2 nights, and I think that that is fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun, and I think I would encourage you to go try it out, because it is just regular Diablo 2. Like, it's actually regular Diablo 2, except the main difference is I think they're trying to switch. Well, they give you, there's a number of differences. Like, they make it so that you're allowed to map hack, making your life a lot easier when you want to map. You can multi-box, you can have up to 4 windows of the game open at once, and then of course, they're trying to push for making it so that you don't have to sell SOJs to spawn declone anymore. It'll be some other item, so more on that later. Oh, okay, so is it an Amazon Sword, Bard, Sin, Kali, Druid, and Necro? I like how you had to add Necro in there, just for good measure. Oh yes, I remember now. This is why we can't do activate first. Okay, I've had enough. I'm bringing my merc out here. Actually, I can't bring my merc out here until I kill off the other ones. Yes, you're right, that is actually all of them. Yeah, so I'm guessing that you also did it in the order that you could think of them too. But yeah, so be like LeBron. Honestly, I'm actually kind of glad that you are not pushing to get the answer, because yeah, I've been leaving it as a surprise. I know there's some people who do get frustrated with this behavior of mine, where I'm like trying to keep some. It's like I don't want to like hype it up and then disappoint. Like I don't want to have it so that later on when people see the build, they're just gonna be like, oh wow, this is kind of super shit, or whatever, right? But I legitimately think it's a pretty fucking awesome build, and I am just like, I'm so hyped to try it out, and I can almost guarantee you that no one else will be using this build next season, right? So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be lit. That's kind of where I'm at right now. No, I'm gonna be out of business until very end of ladder. Why is that? Was that like that? Oh wow, that's awesome. That's way better than when I leveled up poison to start off with, having a lot more damage. Amazing. I played Slash a couple of years ago, but since I stuck with the police, I don't know why I do Slash again now. Thinking about it though, this summer I don't play as much. I mean, that's kind of bizarre. Usually people would think to play more in the summer because they have nothing to do, right? It's kind of weird. It's kind of a strange one, but hey, I'm not complaining. I mean, by all means, dude, it would be amazing to have you, to have another person on Slash. But I mean, worst case scenario, if you don't want to join in, then you're more than welcome to watch my awesome build in action. And I'm gonna tell you something. I have big plans for next season. I have a really well-detailed plan as to how I'm going to do the next ladder season. In fact, I think it's just you two, right? It's just you two who are watching, and like one other person, and like somebody, some people from YouTube as well. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna do something like big. I'm gonna try to gun for, like, I'm gonna just say it. Like, there's 2 things about next season that I'm really hyped about. One is that I have a pretty awesome character build that I want to play, and secondly, I'm gonna be trying to hunt for 36 of every key. So that's like 12 key sets. That's gonna be one of my big, I don't know, it's just one of my big goals. I'm gonna try to start off this season, and I'm gonna try to fuck with the economy a little bit. I'm gonna try and get 36 of each key, alright? 36, and it is gonna be fucking glorious, or really shitty. Probably really shitty when I think about it, but let's not think too much about that. And yes, I remember this wave, and this is the wave which always fucks me over, so let's just drag it out. Okay, that is a problem. Alright, let's see if that lured everybody. Oh, thank fuck. Alright. I'm the same. If I have a secret build, that's my favorite as well. If I do Slash, I definitely use that build. Ah, now you're leaving me hanging, and you're not ever going to be playing on Slash, so I'll never get to see this. Ah. Secret build. I like that, though. That's pretty funny. So Seth's asking Boadin. Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I've never actually tried a Boa-Din now that I think about it. I'm an outdoor guy. Alright, well there you have it. SOGs won't be needed in the start of the ladder. They would only cost gold, but near the end, people have random runes they want to... It's actually ironic because this season, if indeed they're going to make it so that it's no longer SOJs, this actually kind of works in my favor. Because I was... this build that I'm going to use... wow... revealing more and more details about it, but one of the endgame items that I'll need is actually an SOJ. So the fact that it's now going to go down in price because we don't actually need it to spawn declones anymore is fantastic for me. Well, of course, the trade-off is that like last season I had fucking 3 SOJs because like they actually dropped for me, so or one of them dropped for me, and then well. Yeah, one of them dropped for me, right? One SOJ dropped for me, so I also already had like 2, and I think I bought one from, I had one that I bought from you, Seth, and I had one that I got early on in the ladder when it was still cheap. So I think it's funny. I really do think it's pretty funny that like the SOJs, like no matter what they do with it, I actually benefit from it. Although frankly, if I could choose, I would certainly want to keep it the way it was before. But it doesn't look like we have much of a choice there. I don't know. I just feel like it was something that the majority of people didn't really have an issue with, but then now everybody's all on the bandwagon about oh shit, almost died there. Everyone's on the bandwagon about how, oh, this is so terrible, like, SOJs are killing this community, or killing Declone, I don't know, I feel like it just became the next big thing to start shitting on it, and that's now why it's getting changed. Now we didn't even get a say in the matter as to whether or not we wanted to keep it in the old system. I don't know. Like, I am legitimately curious to see what would have happened if people were allowed to have a vote on that. Although I guess, yeah, no, that's just my thoughts there. Maybe they will cost twice as much. They probably won't cost twice as much. It's gonna obviously cost less because, you know, half of the reason why everyone and their mother wanted an SOJ is because you can sell them to spawn a declone, right? That's huge. But now that you don't need to spawn declones with them anymore, it's definitely not as crucial an item per se. So yeah, be like LeBron saying, I'll 100% watch your progress. Oh dude, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to, I don't know, I just want to hook people onto this build that I've got in store. It's probably going to be boring in the end, like watching the gameplay at some point. Like if people view me using it enough times, and they'll just probably say, okay, well fuck, this is actually not, well, it's fun the first little bit and then it gets kind of silly afterwards, but I don't know, dude, like, this is one of the few times where I came up with a build and I was just like, I don't know, it's not like a secret build that no one else has ever come up with and that, you know, I made, like, this was 100% my own creation. But to be completely honest with you, it took hours and hours of theory crafting to get, like, the most optimal, in my opinion, way for me to play this character. I figured out all the gear that I needed for it. I'll be back, 1 sec. Sorry about that. Aura Zealer, well that's a very interesting one, and you're saying the whole Boa-Din's max fire res and holy fire. And actually, no, that's the thing, right? Like, I legitimately know very little about Boa-Dins. In fact, I don't know of anybody who's actually played Boa-Din, except apparently for you. So it's actually interesting hearing about this Boa-Din. Oh, shit. It should be like that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I should actually go like this. Alright. That's just like a start a ladder one. Like, oh, you're not talking about like hell viable. You're just talking about straight up like, oh, if you really had to, you know, get through the game by yourself early on, then it's pretty nice. Well, either way, whatever the case, like, I don't know. I got something that I just, it does wonders. Like, it just It's perfect. I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna be honest, in the process of coming up with this build, I've come to realize I'm probably going to use, I probably know what I'm gonna use in the next few seasons as well. Assuming that I don't change my mind. So I have my next few builds lined up too for the upcoming season. And that's gonna last me hopefully a year, assuming I don't get sick of this game. And that's the thing, I've been playing it sparingly to make sure that I don't burn myself out from it. So I'm taking special precautions there too. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it though. Be like LeBron, I hope that when you actually watch me in action, that you will not be disappointed. Alright, well, it's a good thing that I chucked a safety TP here, and that I don't lose gold. Yeah, no, seriously though, there's okay, that's just dirty. Nothing but non-stop floor frosts. Then with a bow you can like 3 to 4 shot normal Andy 1 player. Yeah, okay, well that's pretty cool. That's like normal mode though. Like I want like a legit hell viable build, and I found one. And when people see it, they're gonna laugh because they won't think that I'm being legit about it. But then I will prove to them that it is actually a fucking crazy ass awesome build. Well, not really gonna prove it, but it's probably gonna be complete shite. But oh well. That's okay. This is all in theory. So people, I see that there's people from YouTube too. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. As you can see, we're just doing our... I'm just playing single player right now. I'm really amped for this season, but I was really looking for a Shockwave fair. I'm not gonna say. Not gonna say. So, it's okay, Seth. It's in 2 days anyway. Like, honestly, these 2 days are gonna go by... They are going to go by so slowly for me, but oh man, I can't wait. Like, I have everything fucking planned out, including how I'm gonna get those keys, and it's it's gonna be insane. Like, I'm so amped for it. So amped for it. So yeah.
I need mine. Good evening.
So yeah, as I was saying though, I am just waiting for the Slash Diablo ladder reset, so I'm trying to avoid playing on Slash right now because, yeah, I mean, in 2 days, not so much because my progress is just gonna disappear, but just straight up, or not so much disappear, but it's gonna go to non-ladder, which is essentially worthless. But like, I play, like, I want to make it so that like when the reset begins, like I have something to look forward to, that I'm completely amped, like that I'll be 100% invested, and that I can give it all my all, like all 100%. I have written out a plan. From the start of the reset all the way to the end of it. Well, not the end of it, but like basically the first 7 days I have in mind as to how that's going to work. And I know exactly what pieces of gear I'm going to want on each slot, so that's pretty awesome. We can find out. I'm not even sure what kind of pally I'm going to play. I'm not exactly one for pushing specific builds, but if you come up with nothing else, a Conviction Paladin would be like incredibly useful. I don't really think I need to explain why that is. Okay, oh, there we go. Ah, wow, nice. You dropped me 2 uniques, except for hot garbage. Alright, finally, fuck. Alright, we can move on to Nightmare. Nightmare, there we go. Fantastic, and my items disappear apparently in Pluggy when I try to hold on to them. Place of great evil in the wilderness. Yes, of course. A chieftain. Ichor string. And yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm probably going to need to do is get that Spirit Sword or get white for dual IO. And then I can actually get my Wanda. Oh, what is this? And these guys are probably going to take a truck. There we go. That wasn't bad at all. Getting those Bale Cold missiles. I don't know what Bale Cold missiles are. Are you talking about the, that shit that he throws? Like, when he just throws his little Nova and whatever. Hoarfrost it is. I know that he casts Hoarfrost, and that's an annoying skill to deal with, to say the least. The blue triangle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, Hoarfrost. And it's honestly one of the most annoying skills. Actually, he's got like a lot of really annoying skills, I have to be honest. Like, yeah, Diablo's got like Lightning Hose, he's got like Fire Nova, he's got a bunch of other shit, but definitely I think Hoarfrost, Incinerating Nova, where he like burns your mana, I think it is. Like, Bale has the most annoying suite of spells that he can cast, and it's really fucking annoying. Those are fun to use too, yeah. I have other uses for Hero Editor. I like messing around with different builds, to be honest. That's one of my uses for Hero Editor. I don't know, Hero Editor is just really fun. There's a lot you can do with it, of course. Okay, well, I guess I'll just Nova this guy though. Oh. Watch my mana though. One of the big problems with this build, or weaknesses, is that okay, good. No, but they just don't die, do they? Okay, moving on. Honestly, some of the, like, I tried to set some of the abilities, as, like, when I use the Hero Editor, right, like, I actually tried to get access to some of the abilities that the bosses use, and it just doesn't let me for whatever reason. I don't know. The game will straight up crash if I try to, you know, set it, like, as, like, a zero skill or whatever it's called. As a skill that's usable for any class. It's been 40 minutes. Yes, it has been 40 minutes, that's right. I didn't even realize. Time goes flying. What's up? Where did time go? Oh yeah, I feel you, dude. Oh, fucking mana burn. Alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, no, time flies for sure. I mean, pretty soon we're gonna be right into it for the reset. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. It's gonna be annoying, but that's... I've been waiting for this moment for over 5 months, you know? I think it's only right that I can finally start. I don't know why I'm not corpse exploding. There you go. So yeah, where did time go? Honestly, I did this stream, I was expecting the time to go fairly quickly anyway. I wanted to actually see people before I got into the reset, like, officially. So that's kind of where we're at right now. In particular, I was looking for Ruler of, because I know he was, I don't know, I was curious to see what he's up to. He's a pretty chill guy. He was one of the people who wanted to join in on the reset, or on our team, or for our team, but then he was... we just don't have enough space to accommodate him, because, like, for whatever reason, this season, everybody is actually available to play, which I simply did not expect. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't know why these zombies take so long, are so difficult to kill. Okay, cool. Hell, what is this? Honestly, I'm still looking for my... Still looking for a Thal rune and an Ort rune. I'm honestly kind of surprised they haven't dropped yet, all things considered. Why are they all zombies? Okay, well, almost. I wonder how much stronger Bone Spear is than Nova at this point. And a lot of people always shit on Poison Nova, and I'm giving it a try. I can actually start to understand now what people mean when they say that without like plus skills, Poison Nova is kind of shite. You can also see that these zombies seem to have some resistance to poison, I think. So all the monsters in here. There we go. At least I managed to get all of them this time. Yes, I did say shite. I did indeed say shite. Okay. Nightmare. +1 to enchant. I couldn't even sell that for very much. I'll sell this. And I guess I'll start moving into the next area. Got a lot of tells, got 2 Urals, got an Amrune. At this point I'm still looking for that Ort rune. An Ort rune would be pretty nice, no, sorry, a Thal rune. That's kind of it. Okay, cool. What is this? This is a 2-socket breastplate. Don't need that right now. Ring of protection. Oh, there you go. There's some. I think I might invest another few points into lower resistance at some point. Or should I? If I put an extra point into this, I think. Oh, there we go. There's a level. Try to level Poison Nova here. I have to be honest, I feel like one of the big things, or one of the problems about trying to stream Diablo 2 sometimes is that I either have too much to say or too little to say a lot of the time. Unless there's people who show up to my stream that I can talk to, like you, Seth. That's one of the things I was trying to figure out. Like, right now, if it were reset day, I'd have so much to talk about. I'd talk about, like, what my plans are, what kind of thoughts on how things are going, with the start of the reset, etc., etc. But right now, I'm just doing a playthrough of the game. I'm like an Act 2 Nightmare.
Impossible.
Trying to like play through it in single player on Pluggy, and it's kind of just all I'm doing right now. So I don't know. So just food for thought. I mean, like honestly, right now my focus is more so on playing than streaming. But that's just it. That was my fourth. My fourth was okay. I didn't really do much on it though. Basically just sat around. I think I gamed a bit. I just can't remember what I played. Let's see. What did I do? Yeah. No, I can't remember. I actually can't remember what I played. But I think I was just gaming. Might have been like Dota 1. That was itself. Actually, what the hell am I doing? There you go. There's XP there. Oh, 2 XP shrines side by side. This is like Destiny. There's like even a unique pack here too. What's Dota? Is that a legit question? Like, actually? Like, I actually can't tell if you're being serious about this because Dota is so widely known that I'm actually kind of impressed that you wouldn't have heard of it by now. Google time? Yeah, sure thing, dude. Absolutely. I mean, that's something that's definitely worth Googling, I would say. Just to say the least. Yeah, I definitely kind of want to do the Kane quest. Alright, sure, you go have fun with that. Man, you don't know what Dota is. That's surprising. I'm trying to sound mean or anything, but damn. I actually don't know why I haven't put an extra point in poison over yet. There we go. Now I can actually Nova and walk right through these guys. I don't even need to dump an extra point in lower resist right this second. Although I probably should at some point. Lower resist is really handy. It looks like League of Legends. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. There's definitely a similarity between both MOBAs, both of the same line of games, or game styles, I should say. Alright, there we go. Got some good XP out of that. Surprised that I still have my XP shrine on. Hey, just in time too. My thing just wore off. Alright, let's take a moment to TP and peace out of here. Looks like, does League of Legends look like a dumb? Well, actually, League of Legends came after Dota. Dota 2 is the successor to Dota 1. Which, Bone Spirit, Bone Prison. Kinda use Bone Prison, but I kinda like this. I get a lot of extra gold from this one, so let's just sell these. Let's take a look here. Oh, here we go. +1 Poison Nova and +1 Necromancer skill levels. There we go. That's +2 Poison Nova, because this costs like a fortune. 260,000. And I mean, pretty soon I'm going to be getting... I'll probably be getting my own thingamajig anyway. I'm probably going to start getting Spirit Sword. So, anyway. Those Ds were supposed to be...
Good day.
Bubba Dumb? That's a new one. Well, either way though. So, League of Legends came out after... The thing is, they're both different games. They're of the same genre, but they're still different games. One's not really a copy of the other one, but one could say that Dota did come out earlier than League, so, I mean, technically, I guess League would be considered a successor yeah, like, League would be considered a successor to Dota, because, yeah, it came out a bit later, if anything. But there are definitely, I'm sure, a lot of people who would argue that, no, these are two completely separate games and they share the same genre, but otherwise, they're not, it's not worth saying that one game is like this and the other game is like the other one. Suspense music, okay, well, there you have it. I don't know, this AoE is great though, like, you don't get this with Bone Spear, I have to admit. Just throw Nova here. I'm presuming that these guys are harder to kill. They have innate resistance to poison, I just can't see. Oh, what the fuck? +1 to Poison Nova? Yes, please. World's most convenient Unraveler head. Why couldn't I have luck like this when I was doing playthroughs with my Poison Necro when I was on Slash? Anyway, this is amazing. The Poison Nova is doing like double the damage it was when I got it at like level 30. Rage ramping up and doing a good bit of damage, so that's really nice. Here it is, Dark Wood. Could really use that waypoint right about now, though. Finding waypoints is like one of the most annoying parts of this stupid act. Otherwise, it's really straightforward. It's nice to have a road straight to like the main area, or straight to catacombs and whatnot, but... Act 1's nice. Nice and straightforward. Okay, let's just put TP and get the fuck up. There we go. Easy. Easy enough. So now, just see, kill off all of these guys with the Nova. Alright, good. Actually, let's get let's get that scroll first, and then thing. We can actually go back this way. Okay. Anyway, by the way, Seth, what else are you up to right now anyway? Sorry that I'm not really saying much. Normally I'd have a lot more to say, and we'd be having like a back and forth, but I was actually starting the stream and I didn't really know what to expect. I just thought I'd, you know, come here and I'd chill and chat with you guys, days before the reset, and I mean, I was looking to see who would show up. I realize I don't stream consistently enough. If I had like a schedule, maybe more people would actually show up, or maybe that I would not be... Like, first of all, yeah, I would think that more people would show up if I had a consistent schedule, and also that I actually stuck and committed to that schedule rather than just being like, yeah, I'll stream whenever I feel like it. Sitting on my couch watching you. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I guess partly because you can't really play it. Didn't you say something about trying to set up Diablo 2 on your laptop, though? Is that still something you might be able to do? While I do this silly run of the game. Definitely these archers have kind of resistance, some level of resistance to poison with them, because they take a lot less damage than most monsters. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. I think that would be good. I could do that. Alright, let's do that now. Or let's give it a try and let's see where we're at, because... Yeah, I think it'd be awkward if, like, we're getting halfway through the game and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry, I'm getting kicked off by so-and-so. So, yeah, good luck, guys. Darkwood, Nightmare, alright, well, fine. Alright, look for the waypoint, couldn't find it. Take a while, my laptop can't download things very fast. Actually, then this is it like a slow laptop? If so, then maybe this whole Conviction Paladin that I was talking about might be a big benefit. Like, I mean, if you go hammers, I can almost guarantee you that you'll be good to go. But if you're like lagging and you can't really use hammers, and if you stand there and contribute Conviction, or then you're basically boosting everybody's damage by like, you know, double, like everybody's damage. Or, well, all the sorceresses that we'll have. And I guess the, we have a Zon too, or we're gonna have a Zon. So if you do go Conviction Aura, like, that Zon will do massive damage. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Like, that's one of the... Ooh, Valrim. Really hoping it was a Valrim, but... It's unfortunate it wasn't a Valrim. So, I still don't know where that stupid waypoint is. This presumably takes me to the next area. The part of me is wondering if I should just keep playing through the area, or if I should try to hunt down the Thulgrim. Honestly, right now I just want to play through, or keep playing through it, so I'm just gonna do that. It's not slow, just can't download fast. Everything else is fast though. Okay, well, that's good. That's really good. That's quite promising. Oh shit. That is kind of bad. I have Conviction on me, I have amp damage, and I'm frozen. Not the best combination of things to get hit by. Oh shit! I dead. No, I refuse to die here. If I die here, then fucking hell, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to work my way back. Ow. Cold enchantment first, like, it doesn't get much worse than that, seriously. There you go, alright. Should've gone back to town and, like, healed my shit up. Okay. What should I do? Yeah, I'll keep pushing forward. +3 to Vengeance, that should sell for a pretty penny. Really liking the look of this right now. have this one point. I don't know. I don't know what to invest in. I think I will just keep investing it into Poison Explosion. I like how it, I like how I don't need to spam lower res to kill most of the monsters. Like, I can ignore the skeleton archers if I need to. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so, I made it to Outer Cloister, and we keep going from here. Makes me think, if I were a sorceress, how much easier would it be to traverse through this area? Like having teleport and everything. Ugh. I think I actually did do a sorceress playthrough. Honestly, like, even though they're the squishiest, sorceresses are just so damn easy to play in this fucking game. Like, even like a standard playthrough, perfectly fine with a sorceress. You have high mobility. Like, it's not as easy. Actually, no, who am I kidding? It's about as easy as playing as a Summon Mancer. At least with a Summon Mancer, you can play it a bit more brain dead. Like, you don't have to, you're not as fragile because you have, like, monsters surrounding you and whatnot, right? But when it comes to a sorceress, they just, like, they have the ability to get through the game super fast, and then, even when the game is over, they're just way too damn good at MFing. Oh. I've kind of given up on the idea that there's any class that can really compete with a sorceress on like day one. Oh, fuck me. Wow. I actually didn't see him. He was so low on health. He was right there. He was right behind these barrels, perfectly hidden. And now he just disappeared. Because the lower res is no longer on his head. But anyway, yeah. Just musing about those sorceresses in general and how incredibly busted they are, really. Rip. Yeah. That's okay though. I'm not too upset that I died. I should have popped a full rejuve, or a rejuve. That would have saved me. I wasn't paying attention. I was basically on autopilot. One of the things I kind of wish I were better at in this game, like my reflexes. Right? Like, there's a lot of speedrunners are about to die, they'll just pop the rejuve. And in my case, I'm usually very stingy, and not just stingy, but I'm slow, because I don't usually encounter situations where I'm close to dying, and then, you know, I can just be like, oh yeah, well, this is what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I don't know, that's one of the things I've been trying to work at in gaming in general. Oh, fuck off, there's so many monsters here. They all have elemental damage, fire damage, and they've got conviction aura. Oh, that's a cool combo. We could play HT next ladder. How about no? That's perfectly okay. I'm cool. I'm good. I don't know if that was a serious suggestion, but I mean, like, I'm guessing that it wasn't because, I mean, the team that we're playing with is already going to be softcore, but, yeah. Oh, that's Smiths. Oh, I am fucked. That's it for me. Bye-bye. Okay, well, this is not the right direction. I guess it would be this route then. Okay, there it is. It was half a joke. Yeah, no, I'm not joining for hardcore. I refuse to risk the situation where, you know, I'm playing through the game and then all of a sudden the game drops and then I'm basically fucked. No thank you. That is perfectly fine. Yeah, I am not looking forward to that. That's all. Shit. Okay, this time, I actually reacted fast enough to pop the full rejuves, or the regular rejuves rather. Damn it, these guys are making me flinch. They do too much damage because I don't have any fire res whatsoever. Okay, well, just face tank that. Honestly, I still have no idea where the next area is. Okay, well. Oh, there we go. Nice, so many curses, I'm not sure who though. Let's just keep spamming Poison Nova. These monsters, for whatever reason, have locked themselves in and can no longer get out. That's perfectly okay, I'm not complaining. Okay. And I can actually put another point in Poison Nova, so my Poison Nova is doing a big amount of damage, I feel. Do anything cool this summer yet? Honestly, not really. I've just been chilling. Mostly chilling and gaming more than anything else. Maybe spending time with friends here and there. Like, honestly, the big highlight will actually be... This is going to sound super fucking sad. It's going to be with this reset, as I'm sure you know. And then, of course, I'm kind of looking forward to the International. I'm going to be checking out those teams duke it out. You know, pro teams, you know the game inside out, right? I'm really looking forward to that this summer too, checking that out. And yeah, that's pretty much be it. I don't actually have any big plans this summer. I'm just more or less just waiting for school to start up again, believe it or not. As lame as that sounds. Because when school starts, here's the thing, right? At least with school, there's a chance to there's a chance for things to happen. This summer, nothing's really happening unless I go out to actively go seek things to do. And that's not exactly my style, as I'm sure you can tell. I spend a lot of my time sitting around at home, not being so much a couch potato, but more of a D2 potato. And a Dota, I guess you could say potato too. Or Dota 1 potato. No. That is a lot of them. And they're dead. That is a lot of monsters. I really hope that they don't have curse or extra strong. You got fire enchanted, magic resistant. Yeah, I can get behind that. That's okay. That's not so bad. Okay, here you go. Good. That's it. I win. Fuck these guys. But yeah, no, as I was saying, like, I'm not the type of person to go out and actively look for stuff to do, especially in the summer. I mean, it's kind of shitty because, like, a lot of other people are like that. They're very, like, they'll go out and actively seek stuff to do, which I think is really cool. But me personally, like, while I do think it's cool, it's not something that I will say, like, oh wow, like, I have to go do the same just because other people are doing it, right? The way I am, I have my own pace of doing things, and as long as I'm having fun, that's good enough for me. And I'm having fun-ish, but unfortunately my life isn't quite that exciting. If you stream before 3 once school starts up again, because I'm going back to public school for 9th grade, that's okay, dude, it's all good. For what it's worth, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I won't be streaming as much, of course, once school starts back up again. But yeah, I'm gonna be going hard this summer though. Let's make the most of the summer, okay? Like, I'm gonna be here, not like streaming all the time, and I mean, I'm probably gonna slow down the streams once I reach August. Just because, like, yeah, once again, like, part of the reason why I'm gonna be streaming so much is because I'm gonna be playing on Slash. But once I'm done, you know, playing enough of Slash, it'll just be like, all right, what now? So that's kind of where I'm at. That is basically just kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, but yeah, I wish you the best. Going back to the published this semester. That sounds exciting. That does sound exciting. I hope you get a lot out of that. People ask me if I want to hang out, I will say okay, but other than that, I'm at home playing Diablo 3, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft. Oh man, yeah, you're actually a player of Diablo 3. That's very interesting. I feel like you've mentioned this at some point, but I've just forgotten about it. How is World of Warcraft anyway? I heard that they were releasing expansions quite soon, unless you're playing on, like, Classic. WoW. I know there's some people who do that, like Ruler of, in fact, himself admitted that he does play World of Warcraft on Classic, so that's quite interesting to hear about. There we go. Perfect. much time have I spent now on this run so far? This is basically just... Okay, so 105. Really fun, I love it. It's my top 3 favorite games. Actually, what are your 3 favorite games? Yeah, I mean, what are your 3 favorite games? I presume that it's actually not Diablo 3, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft. And how is Overwatch anyway? Like, I've heard so much about that game, and I've always wanted to play it. I think it's also a MOBA. Yeah, hold on. It's just, also, something else I wanted to ask about. What are your thoughts on the new trend of you know about Battle Royale games, right? Like, I don't think... It doesn't seem to me like you've jumped on the trend of, like, what's that game called? Fortnite or whatever. But definitely, I'm sure you've at least heard an inkling about it, unlike with Dota. Okay. One Soul Calibur, interesting. 2 Diablo 2 and 3 World of Warcraft, or 2 Diablo 2 and World of Warcraft, sharing the number 2 spot, or like 1, 2, and number 3? I don't play Battle Royale games. I don't think that they are all that fun. That is a very interesting thing to hear. I don't think I've ever heard anyone actually say that they're not that fun. Even I have to admit, I've played Fortnite and PUBG a couple times, and I tried them, and I actually kind of enjoyed both, if I'm being 100% honest, but it's definitely not something that I would make into a main game, per se. Like, dead honest, I could never... I don't think I say this now, maybe I might change my mind in the future, but me personally, I am pretty iffy with those games. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, Fortnite, PUBG, definitely I prefer traditional first-person shooters, if anything. Games like Battlefield, I used to really enjoy. Shit! Oh, and it's probably a really good thing that I activated my rejuvenation potion. If I didn't, that would have been it. Alright, awesome. Still progressing through the game. This is Kata 2. Just trying to think here. Is it worth it to try and... Yeah, it's right here anyway. There we go. I figured that the waypoint would be just like right next to it. It's usually... Waypoint is usually like bottom right of level 3, so... Anyway. So meant World of Warcraft as 3, and then Overwatch. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Tell me, how is Overwatch? Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on the game? Because, yeah, once again, that was one of the few games which it was hyped so much, and I wanted to learn more about it, but there's just way too little time in this world to invest in learning all the cool shit that I would want to, which is one of my biggest regrets, that back when the game was still, like, it's still popular now, of course, but it's just, I feel like nowadays it's not as many people playing it, but still, it's definitely... That's not to say that, you know, people think it's like a dead game or anything like that. I still think it's a fair bit of fun. Think of Diablo 3 as a whole new game and not a Diablo game. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm not like, there's a lot of people out there who are all like, oh man, Diablo 3 is like the worst, and I'm kinda like that too, but at the same time I acknowledge that, yeah, there's plenty of people out there who very much, and for good reason, think that the game is enjoyable, right? Like, who am I to say otherwise? People really like the game for various reasons. I think one of the things that definitely captivates people about Diablo 3 as opposed to Diablo 2 is that there's actually, I say this tentatively, but there was actually endgame content there in Diablo 3. Like, I mean, yeah, there's endgame content here in Diablo 2 too, right? Like PvP, you know, Ubers, that kind of shit. But like, The awesome thing about Diablo 3 is they have like greater rifts, and there's actually like no end, so you can it's more a competition of who can get to the highest, as opposed to just like, oh, well, once you hit 99, that's it. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of merits, I'd say, that game has, which make it quite awesome. Oh, thank fuck I have 75 poison, because that probably would do a lot more damage. Although I don't quite know why this poison isn't working on her the way it's supposed to. Oh, this may take a while. Or maybe not.
I need mana.
I don't understand why the Nova isn't getting applied properly. If she's poisoned, I can't seem to re-Nova her while she's poisoned. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, so Overwatch is fun, but it all depends who you play with, and sometimes it's Assault Fest. Okay, so that's something I was... that's something... There's already two things there that I have something to say about, but... Anyway. And you won't really want to play with it. Sometimes people make your day and it's the most welcoming place to be. That's very interesting. But I dare say that most of the other games out there have the exact same problem. Yeah, is that not the case? Like... I'm sure that there are... Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's gotta be... how should I say this? Other games out there, Dota, like Dota 1 even, especially Dota 1 actually, it is also technically a bit of a salt fest. Games that are competitive tend to generate the most amount of salt because everyone wants to win, right? Like, inherently, you know, people would... Like, obviously, no one really wants to lose. Like, there's some people who, yeah, they're pretty chill about, like, okay, well, I lost, whatever, not a big deal. But, like, even something like... Ooh, Amulet, Light Belt, and Broadsword. Let's see what those net in. But yeah, no, there's obviously lots of people who are a little bit more okay with losing, but even then, no one actually actively wants to lose, and so because of that, there's always this sort of like, you know, everyone's trying to do their best, and like when one person lets down the theme, everyone's just like, oh fuck my life, like this guy's an idiot. Even in Diablo 2, everyone made a gigantic ass fuss about the fact that they made it so that you can't, or you can no longer use SOJs as the, you know, selling it makes the, because apparently people were, you know, there were too many people who were using it as the new D2JSP currency, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, alright, that's fantastic. Oh wow, that's actually a really nice amulet. It's a shame that it wasn't Necro skills, or that would have been, like, that would have been GG for early on here. But it's got 17 all-res, which is absolutely fantastic. I feel some people only buy the game to yell at people for no reason. Yeah, but that's like, honestly, that's like a lot of games nowadays. That's like legit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying this just for the sake of disagreeing, but like legit, there's lots of people who, for whom that'll be the case even in, you know, like even Diablo 2, people will non-stop bitch at each other, even though it's not competitive. So I don't know, like just open up chat channel on Diablo 2 and you'll see, like, people will just non-stop bitch at each other. It's pretty crazy. I feel like, yeah, so, and you could be winning by a landslide, but if you're playing a non-meta hero, you'll be yelled at. Oh dude, I can, you know what, honestly, you're just chilling here watching me. I could port up Dota 1 for you and I could show you just how toxic it gets. Like, legit. People are so bad at that game, and I'm not discounting myself into this. and yet people will actually not stop talk shit no matter how badly they're doing. Like, I don't know, it's fantastic. Like, that community, I actually haven't seen anything quite that toxic in a long time. So, I feel where you're coming from. I'm not trying to say, like, one community is worse than the other one, but I'm just saying that, like, a lot of gaming communities, you have to deal with that, especially for competitive games.
Impossible.
Okay, so, what is this? 10% faster catch rate. Toxic games. Yeah, no, legit, like, I don't think I've come across a gaming community where you can play online where people will legit just be like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm a non-toxic community. Like, there's some people who play, I don't know. I actually can't think of a gaming community where I can honest to fuck say like, oh yeah, no, these guys are really chill. No, because there's always gonna be somebody who goes around and just does stupid shit. But I mean, 2 non-meta heroes, I don't play it for too long, like 2 hours every couple of days. That's fair. But that's the other thing too. Like, the other thing I was interested in what you said, what you were saying was, it all depends who you play with. Like, this is also why I feel like it's kind of important. Like, I don't know how the matchmaking system works in Overwatch at all. Like, I know it for most games, but Overwatch is definitely one of those games which I'm a little bit less knowledgeable about. So having said that, game was off. So having said that, though, of course, I think that if you could find a party to play with, to play Overwatch with, it would be a lot better. Just going out on a limb and guessing that, because definitely, like, the people that you play with kind of make the gaming experience for you. And I mean, if you're playing with, like, you know, a group of friends on Friday night, you know, y'all are just chilling, then I think that's fantastic. It's definitely, you can have a lot of fun with that.
I can't.
Oh, fucking hell, this Serpent Skin Armor. I had to go on a bit of a tangent off of this topic. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I like talking about games in general, but I had to bring this up. So, my luck, I feel like I've used a lot of it in the last couple of weeks of just, you know, chilling through the game. I'm a little bit worried, if I'm being 100% honest. Because, like, so, as you know, Seth, I got a Jaw rune and a Sur rune, right? I keep mentioning it when I was playing BNet or whatever. Okay, I don't need this. Salt's the Dead. I already have a cube. So, yeah, as you know, I've played BNet, or, yeah, I was playing BNet, I got that Sur, and I got that Jaw rune or whatever. And, okay, so I used up a fair bit of my luck there. And then, alright, I was playing solo. Like, I was playing single player offline. I was testing out just some random character builds for the upcoming season, alright? And I'm, like, running Eldritch for shits and giggles, and he fucking drops me War Traps. And then, later on, he then proceeds to drop me Viper Magi. Okay, am I fucked here? Yes, I am. Did I at least trigger the waypoint? If I didn't, then I quit this game. Oh, for fuck's sake, I have to do all that running again. Oh, kill me. Alright, before I do that, though, let's just do this. 3 Rowls make an Ort rune. Nice. So I have a Tal, an Ort, a Rowl, and an Am. I'm just missing a Thull rune at this point, which is rather unfortunate. I actually have a Dole now that I think about it. I actually have a Dole rune. If I can get an IO, then that would actually allow me to get that thingamajig. The White Wand, but once again, I do still prefer Spirit. And it adds to everything, including plus the lower resist, which is really nice. Anyway. You can group with friends, but most of the time, it's all random. Some games you get some cool people, and others people hate you for no reason. Tell you what, legit, I'll show you after I'm done this act. Maybe I'll take a break from this, and I will play a bit of Dota 1 just to show you the kind of shit that you'll see in other gaming communities. Well, not other gaming communities, but I don't know. I just want to show it off. Yeah. And even I'm toxic, by the way. Like, I don't want to go around acting like all pretentious, being like, oh yeah, well, no, everybody else is like this with me and you. Like, honestly, I get pretty pissed off sometimes too when I play. when people really just like do some really stupid shit, and I'm just like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's kind of doing it wrong. I'm just saying. There's Dota 2, isn't there? Yes! So, it's funny that you should ask about this. You're right, there is Dota 2. But I personally prefer Dota 1. For a lot of reasons. A lot of the recent changes they've pushed out for Dota 2, just not my cup of tea. And, it's just... I don't know. I just enjoy Dota 1 more. Like, they don't have skill-based matchmaking. Like, a lot of games nowadays, they'll just try to, like, throw you into games where they think it's pretty even, right? Like, they don't give you the choice unless you, like, leave out of the game, which obviously is not good. Interesting, I'm getting lots of uniques today. But anyway, yeah, so when it comes to Dota 2, that's, like, they'll force you to join a game. Like, you don't really get to, like, the matchmaking algorithm or whatever decides for you what kinds of people you group up with and whatever. But then with Dota 1, there's no such thing as a matchmaking system, which you might think is actually a bad thing, but I think it's a fucking amazing thing. Because people have to join lobbies, and then you have to, for yourself, bad thing, but I think it's fucking amazing. You have to decide for yourself whether or not you want to play the game or not. And you have that option, right? Like, you don't have to play games that are super lopsided. Like, in some of the games that I play, I see that on the opposing team there's some guy with like fucking 15 KD. And I'm just like, alright, yeah, I'm fucking out of here. I'm not playing against some mofo who's got 15 KD. Like, why would I do that, right? So, I don't know. It just makes things a lot easier. Like, it's a lot less stressful knowing that you can just kind of like back out and be like, alright, I'll just wait for the next game and there's no rush here. Wow, that's a lot of it. Try to be nice to everyone, and if you fuck up, I just whisper and tell them what they did wrong, just to spell at the end of the sentence. They know I'm trying to not be mean. I mean, I don't want to put it like this, but I'll just be blunt about it. In this day and age, depending on how you use the smiley face, it can actually come across as actually quite condescending, believe me. It's just something to look out for. But yeah, don't try to be nice to everyone's good. Like, spreading positivity is kind of nice, but sometimes people have none of it. Like, honestly, I've come to realize this, like, if you keep playing, you can have honest intentions. Not sentence, but at the end of what I'm saying. Okay. No, because the thing is, like, you can have the best intentions, but people will still get pissed off at you if you're just trying to tell them, like, oh, yeah, no, this is what you did wrong. Because a lot of the time, they're like, well, it's just, you're usually not, you're not somebody that they would want to hear it from, if that makes sense. Like, legit, they'll just be like, okay, why is this noob trying to tell me how to play? He went like 1 in, you know, let's say 3 and 2 last game, but all he did was steal all the kills of, that I worked hard to get. Oh, hey, look, a shell rip. That's pretty nice. There it is. Far Oasis waypoint. Finally found it. Okay, so did I at least drop a TP? I guess I didn't. Kinda sucks. Did I hear you, though? I mean, having honest good intentions is nice, but after a while, there's really no point trying to tell people what they did wrong, because they will never, ever listen. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, no, straight up. Oh, wow, this is... If I were playing as a druid, this would have actually not been bad. +2 druid skills. Yeah, it's very rare to find people who will actually be like, yep, yo, this... I think that... You know, I think that you're totally right, I fucked up, this is like bad play on my part. Like, no way. Like, if you find somebody like that, then honestly, like, good on you. Like, really. Good on you. But, yeah, that's unlikely, to say the least. Okay, back up I go. was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Alright, wow. Okay. I also like how they'll only... When I have Poison Nova, they'll only release their hard bolts when they die, so I can actually get right through them without too much worry. Okay, cool. Got that staff. That's really good. And I can actually put this back where it belongs. Diablo on my laptop, but when I go to the installer, it won't install. Okay, what error does it give you? What error does it give you when you try to install it? Yeah, pretty soon I'm probably going to start playing Dota 1 and show you a little bit about that game. But I actually want to get through Nightmare. Like, I think I'm actually making some pretty damn good progress. So I'm going to stick it through. And Act 3 is going to be its demon in itself, so...
Impossible.
It just won't open. Very interesting. Okay, well that's a new one. Try running it as an admin. You know how to do that, right? Like right-click on it, click Run as Administrator. Let me know if that does anything. Okay. Nothing happens. That's very weird. I really wish I had a way to see exactly what's going on in their screen, but it's bizarre. Where are you getting the installer from? Like, you said you downloaded Diablo on your laptop, and you go to the installer, it doesn't install. What's the name of the file? Like, what is the name of it, and where did you get it? If you can ask that.
Impossible.
600 damage. Makes me wonder how much Bone Spear would do at this point. Like a Bone Spear of equal level. Idea says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yeah, that's right. And then it just does nothing else after that. That's very strange. Oh, and I believe this one is value of snakes. I got it off BNet. Okay, so it's like a legit source then. What is the name of the file? I can't do that, I need 1.13. That is correct, and I believe that there is a 1.13 installer somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what. You actually don't need 1.13. Or, yeah, just install 1.14, and I think there might be a way to still get you 1.13. I might actually be able to hook you up with 1.13 myself after you install 1.14. I'm not 100% sure about this, though. I think this should work. Unless you can find an install of 1.13 somewhere. Although, honestly, if it's not really working for you, like, you're telling me right now that it's not even booting up, well then, yeah, you're probably going to need 1.14 anyway. Or you might actually need 1.13 regardless. Oh man, that AoE is amazing. Okay. Oh, that was easy.
Impossible.
No, I forget I can get to slash from 1.14. No, that's fine. It's just that I'm saying I can hook you up with... actually hook you up with another version. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like... Here. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'm saying that I have 1.13 and I can actually give it to you. The file is called D2 1. Okay, just... And it's not working, right? That's the thing. If it were working, if 1.14, if this installer did work, then we could actually try to make it work, right? But right now you're saying that 1.14, this installer doesn't even work. Does slash here? You know what? Let me see if I can. I'm gonna take a break quickly. Let's see. About us tools. Ladder, armory, setup guide. Here it is. Alright, take a look at this. And let me know like step 1, right? It says clean install of 1.12. See if that works. Any of those links still work. Try just following the steps there. It guides you through it. I mean, you probably already have tried this before, but I'm just wondering if it will work if you go use those installers instead of the 1.14b installer that you're trying to use right now. That's all. Oh yeah, right. I'm going the wrong direction. I'm playing on autopilot. There it is. Nice. Didn't even have to fight anything either. Gotcha. Oh yes, right. The law of summoner. I have to check all 4 sides before I get the right one. Did work. The Diablo installer would download. I would put in the CD key and name of the buyer. Then it would be playable. Yeah, makes sense. Although you shouldn't even need a CD key to begin with to be playing D2, assuming you have the right version. Okay. There we go. I'm not gonna go through all this shit. Oh wow, first try. Yo, it's a fucking Christmas miracle. Oh shit, yo, let's die. Yo, this is like a Christmas miracle. I got it right on the first try. Yo, dude, I feel like I just won the fucking lottery. I'm telling you, man, I'm using up all my luck on this, pre-ladder reset right here. Okay, well. So yeah, keep me updated, Seth. Definitely keep me updated. Let me know where you're at after. Cleaver, okay, that's great. Actually, I think I can just do this now. I gotta go eat. I will figure out when I go back and Jujubate, go buy a lottery ticket. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I'll keep playing this for now. When you come back, let me know. And then, yeah, then I can actually get started on Dota, because I definitely want to show you just how stupid it gets, right? Like, how toxic people get in Dota, because it's fun reading chat. I usually just mute everybody, because there is nothing my team will ever say that I'm going to look at and say this was actually productive. Like, thank you, or I'm glad that I made sure not to mute my team chat or whatever. Like, that just never fucking happens. So, yeah, it's usually a plethora of people just being like, wow, this guy sucks, fucking noob, shit like that, is more or less what you'll see. We'll do. See you soon. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for popping in as always, Seth, and I guess I'll see you later. Alright, I wonder if there's actually a way to figure out which direction to go for tunes. Probably is, I just don't know it. I feel like this sack 2 was actually pretty fast. Oh, there we go. So that's a lot of monsters there. By the way, I'm not sure who's here right now. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm D2D2, and I'm making a single-player Necromancer right now. I'm just doing this in preparation for the ladder reset, or this is kind of like my, I guess you could say, warm-up routine. I booted up my stream to see if I could chat with some people while I do this. Just for fun. I mean, why not, right? I mean, Seth there is one of the people who are regularly around. It's nice to actually have some people to chat to while I play. So, yeah, indeed, right now I'm just in the process of going through single player. I'm trying to play through the game all the way to the end once with a Necromancer. I've never done that before. The timer in that bottom right corner is how long I've taken on this stream alone to get through as much as I've done so far. And so far I've made it through the first 2 acts, minus Duriel, which hopefully I'm going to do in a second, but that's probably going to be one of the most difficult parts of the run, I have to admit. So, it's a bit of a shame that I don't have a point in Bone Prison, though. That would probably be nice. There it is. don't die here. You know what? Let's just open up a TP so I don't fuck myself over. I'm honestly glad I have FCR on this. Like, I have FCR on my rings, and yeah, no, this is kind of nice. Oh, almost died there. There we go. Health of his have I taken down anyway? Oh shit, I've taken down like nothing. Although fortunately, even if he hits me, I don't think he'll automatically kill me, but he'll probably chunk me for about half my life, I think. Yeah, okay. He doesn't hit me for nearly as hard as I expected him to. Alright. Well, let's just talk over to Lysander here. Alright, okay, and here we go. I'm gonna go in, prep, and start Novaing again. I'm curious to see what happens if I actually go lower res, and then Nova. I wonder if this would kill him more quickly. Yeah, I actually don't think I needed to prep him. Oh, well, oops. Yeah, this is actually good. Wow. I'm gonna face tank some of this, but definitely am doing a lot more damage than I was without this lower res on his head. There we go. Okay, well, we're halfway, sort of halfway there. Oh, and let's just take a moment to heal up. That was painful.
Nothing the right portion can't cure.
Alright, and let's go and grab myself some of these. Oh, I struggled. I wish I had a better way to take on these stupid bosses. Just hit for way too hard. I mean, at least with the sword you get static field, and you got blizzards to slow him down. But here, no such luck. Oh, and you got teleport too, so his holy freeze doesn't affect you. Come on, find lower res here, lower res, or lower res on the Nova, of course. Okay, really. Let's slow him down so we can get on the other side here. Okay, well, we're halfway. Sword would have probably chunked him like 25% from the get-go this way, which is just silly. But here, I kind of wish there was a wand with like static field charges. That would be fantastic. Maybe not so much, actually, in terms of balance. Like, I think static field is a mistake in itself. Like, that ability shouldn't exist in this game, but yeah, the fact that it's not accessible to other platforms is actually probably a good thing, I think, for all my complaining. Oh. Oh, yes. Nova.
Not enough mana.
Oh shit. Alright, let's get away from him quickly, and I think this is the home stretch, so... And he's almost dead. He's almost dead. I think I got him. Oh, close to it. There we go. Finally, pulled it off. At this point... There we go. I run up here. Run up here, and then I go talk to Tyrael, and then I start, backing out. Cool. Deckard Cain. ID everything. Start selling this shit. Sell this. Ooh, that's not bad. But, still probably gonna sell it, though. Yeah. Plus 1 to Poison Nova is just too useful, I'd say. Okay.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out as you...
Alright. That's good. And then now I can move over to Jaren, and then I can actually move into Act 3.
You have please state your business.
Grab my sheaf.
Greetings. Good day.
And finally now, I can actually start going through Act 3. And Act 3 is, of course, the most fun act of all. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna see if I can run in and spam Nova as much as possible. I guess... I think I'm gonna start off with some teleport. Gotta make sure I still leave myself enough gold to teleport around in Act 4. That's gonna be
Impossible.
probably a good thing if I start killing all monsters on my way there too. I've got plenty of AoE from Poison Nova. Oh man, they actually ate up my stamina there. But yeah, right now, I actually need to level a fair bit, I think. I'm level 37, kind of want to hit level 38 before I make it to Trav. That'd probably be good. Gotta keep stocking up on gold too, because when I actually do make it to Act 4, that's not gonna be something that I'm gonna want to stick around for and manually walk, so... It might be worth it to invest in a few stamina potions, considering how much running I'm doing right now. Stamina potions might actually be good.
Welcome.
Alright, let's drink this rope first. This should give me about 2 minutes to run around and not have to deal with getting hit by itchies and losing all my stamina outright. Good. There we go. Go ahead. Keep my... Wait, what the... Hi. might actually have to be right back. I'll be right back when I hit level 58. I don't think anyone's really watching anyway. Yeah, it seems that most people are... I don't think anyone's watching at all. Probably during reset day I'll set up my stream and whatnot, but until then... Oh, steel nail. Ah, yeah, there you go. Those issues hitting me, but that's okay. I got my sprint stamina up, or my, this well active, or this, my stamina potion active. Oh, super mana potion. Potion skull, alright. Get another point into Poison Nova here, so we're up to 639 damage. Oh, you're already back. Oh, awesome. Funny timing. I might have to be right back a bit myself, in just a minute. But definitely when I come back, I do want to play a bit of Dota 1 just to show you kind of what it's like. I could have sworn that... Oh, you know what? It probably is. You are... Usually when I play Dota 1, it's getting really late. It's usually really late for you. So you're usually like off bed, I think, when I start off my... when I played Dota 1 in the past. Like, Dota 1 is like usually the last thing I do in the evening. Spider Cavern. Alright, well, I can't remember if this is the place where I get the eye. I think it is. So let's go do that quickly. Okay, well, there we go. That was the most fast hands grab I've done ever of grabbing that stupid chest. I am glad that they weren't all swarming it. If they did, I would have been dead right there. Thank fuck for this teleport staff, though. Seriously, it does me wonders. Alright, now where do we go? I think I have to start heading southeast. Stupid act. Oh, let's not get hit by that. Let's drink one of these. I wish I had a way to, like, reduce some damage from these monsters. The melee ones hit me pretty hard, but the range ones aren't too painful, which is nice. There's the summer. I can say it whenever I want to in bed. Yeah, no. I'm talking about, like, in the past, in the past when I used to actually stream Dota 1 a bit more, you usually had to go to bed around the time that I started the stream. That's all I'm saying. Which I don't think is untrue, per se. Okay, let's just avoid that. Bit of a shame, that would have been decent XP, although I need to look for those... Oh, here we go, Player Jungle waypoint, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a couple more unique packs, but there's no such luck here. Oh, plate man. That should sell for a pretty penny, I would say. Okay, white mail it is. Also surprised that didn't kill me yet. Oh, that's a lot of monsters. Actually, back out here quickly. What's giving me mana on kill, though? That's kind of what I'm curious about. One of my items is giving me magic damage reduced by 3, damage of 6. I feel like whenever I kill monsters, I'm actually getting some mana back. I don't know what's giving me that. Okay, hold on a sec. I need to back out just to sell this shit. A bit of gold from these two items, and hey, wait. There's also a Flawless Skull. Let's sell that. Or not even a Flawless Skull, regular skull. Alright. Gonna dump this gold, and I'm gonna keep moving. I have 8 charges left, definitely gonna want to repair this at some point. Search for Kalina's brain in the Flare dungeon. Oh no. Okay, well. Does Dota cost money? It depends which one. We're talking Dota 1, then yes. Because you need to get Warcraft 3. Dota 2, well that's the long story short. There's ways to play Dota 1 for free, but I don't really want to get into that right now. There's also ways to play Dota 2, or sorry, Dota 2 is free though, but I don't really play it anymore. So, yeah, we'll talk more about this in a sec. I'll have to be right back for like maybe 5 minutes or so, and then when I come back, we will hop over to Warcraft 3. So I'm going to take a moment to pause this timer. But I can't pause it. Okay. 150:37. I'm just gonna. Maybe I can just. Oh, oops. 150:37, and then, well, later on, if I need to start it, then I'll start it. But otherwise, I'll be just right back in a couple minutes. So yeah, see you in a bit.
Living life for the next drop.
There we go. That's a bit better. So yeah, Seth, you still here? If so, I'm gonna, I mean, unless you want to see me still keep playing Diablo 2, but I do think it would be nice to compare notes and show you a bit of Dota 1, because that's not something I normally get a chance to showcase, so I figure maybe you might be interested in it. Hello, yes. Good to be back, I guess. Let's see what Dota is. Okay, let's do that then. Awesome. Nice to be able to chill and just do what I feel like for a change. So this I believe is... If you want. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. Oh, this is for... That's for full screen. Okay, I'm gonna start getting... Warcraft 3 up and running. Just give me a moment. But I definitely want to come back and finish off that playthrough, though. I'm kind of looking forward to playing that all the way to completion. But I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to pull it off, you know? I'm making really nice progress, though. I'm really happy with the fact that within about an hour and 50, I think, I was able to get through what I consider to be a fair bit of the game. Although... before I boot up the game, I just want to check something out quickly. Speedruns for Diablo 2. That's a bit pretentious of me to try and compare myself to them. But, let's see here. Necromancer, alright. So... I think Teo's... Kinda wish that he would have showed his splits here, but... Dariel Nightmare, it takes... Went from 4 hours. What the fuck? It takes him 1 hour to make it from Andariel all the way to Diablo? What? That's insane. Wow, okay. Well, I take it back then. An hour and 50 is apparently pretty shit for how much progress I've made through the game. That's nice to know. Yeah, I've really been trying to, I don't know. I haven't done much research on how to speedrun the game, but I just wanted to see how close I would get doing a casual playthrough to, you know, where the speedrunners get through, you know? Like, they can complete the game in 8 hours with a necro, or under 8 hours, like, close to 7. Which I think is just pretty crazy. And here I am, I've spent 5.5 hours and I've only made it to, like, Nightmare, so take that for what it's worth. Anyway, let's go pull up Warcraft 3. If I can just find the damn thing. I don't remember where I put it now. Huh, that might be a bit of a problem. Okay, Seth. Sorry about this, and whoever else is watching. I've seen that for the last couple, I think for the last like 20 minutes or so, or in the last like pretty much the entire time that I've been streaming, there's been two people watching, Seth and one other person on my YouTube channel. I don't know if they're still around. I don't know if you can hear me, but I do think I need to restart my stream. Yeah, I need to restart in order to be able to view Warcraft 3. And that's what we're going to do. I mean, I was playing Diablo 2, but I'm going to switch it over to Warcraft 3 for a bit because I want to show Seth around for Dota 1. So, sorry about this, guys. I will be right back, hopefully in about 5 to 10 minutes. We can have Warcraft 3 up and running because I'm really looking forward to showing that off. So, stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned.